Hello everyone, this is Katrina Mona with another how to draw video. In this video I'm going to do several manga eyes. Each one is going to be more realistic as we go along, and hopefully the last one will be a very realistic manga eye. The first one I'm going to draw is going to be pretty much the same as the one I did in my how to draw manga eyes video, so I'm not really going to show you it. I'm going to fast forward and we're going to go on to the next one. Okay, so there's that one. And the next one is going to be a little more realistic. So the upper eyelid is going to be flatter and longer. It's not going to be so rounded. Because the more rounded you make the eye, the more it looks more like a chibi character or like a really happy girl character. So I'm going to make this one a little flatter. Because in real life, if you look at yourself in the mirror, the openings for your eyes aren't perfectly round. They're more flat, kind of like the shape of the top of an olive. The lower lid is going to be longer to match the upper lid. I'm going to add a few hairs, like I always do. And it's going to kind of bend around where the eyeball would be. And with my eyes, I always draw the tip of the upper lid too flat. I like to have them a little rounded as they reach the end. The eyelashes on this one are going to be longer and not so curved. And then the pupil, or iris, of the eye is going to be more of an oval shape. It's not going to be so round or so long as the one before. The width of the pupil is going to be pretty much the same. What we're doing here is the same eye, but with a narrower cut for the eyelids. I'm going to flash forward the shading and we're going to finish this up. Okay, so now for the next one. This one is going to be the second last one to give you a little perspective on how far in we are. This one's going to be even longer, and the curve on the upper eyelid where it reaches the outside edge of the eye is not going to curve back into the eyeball like all the ones we did before. This one is going to kind of curve in to meet the bottom eyelid like a real eye. The bottom eyelid isn't going to be as thick or as dark. It's going to be a little thinner. My paper got in the way there. The upper eyelid, I'm going to just put a few eyelashes at the tip. Not going to make it too thick. And for the eyelashes on this one, I'm going to make them a little shorter to be a little more realistic. Although we can't have long eyelashes in real life, so it doesn't matter. You can make them as long as you want. And by no means is any of this the only way to do the eyes or the way you should do the eyes more realistic. This is just giving you a sample so you can build on your own and show you tricks for how to make it more realistic. Just because I decided to do shorter eyelashes, that doesn't even make it realistic, because we can have real long eyelashes. But for me, I just decided to make them shorter. So the crease on the eyelid here is going to be pretty much parallel. It's not going to curve into the corner of the eye that much. The what's the word? Pupil. No, iris. Iris. The iris on this one is going to be pretty much the same size as one before. It's going to be more oval shaped, but it's still not going to touch the bottom of the eyelid. I'm just going to draw the pupil in. Light spot. I'm going to make my light spots on this one just a little bit smaller again, just to try and make it a little more realistic. But again, you don't have to do that. You can have really good lighting in certain spots, and you can have nice big light spots on your eyes, and it's still realistic. I'm going to flash forward the shading and finish this one up. Okay, so for this last eye, the whole eye shape is going to be more fluid on the upper lid. It's going to kind of it's not going to be very angular. It's all going to flow nicely. And then on the lower lid, it's going to have a very angular jutting out when it comes to the tear duct. And then it's going to curve nicely back in to the upper lid. Not completely joining, but pretending that it is. On the eyelashes on this one, I didn't want to go with a thick manga eye. I just decided to do a few flares at the tip to make it look more realistic. And on the bottom lid, to make it look even more realistic, which I didn't do here, you can make the line very thin because you can make the eye very thin. You can make the line very thin because in real life, unless you're wearing eyeliner, you're not going to really see the line of the bottom eyelid too much. But I guess this person is wearing eyeliner, so I did. The pupil on this one, or iris, sorry. The iris on this one is going to be smaller because, manga eyes, the biggest thing is that the iris is huge and pretty. I really like manga eye style. But since we're trying to make it more realistic, I shrunk it a little bit. And the light spots are even smaller on this one. You don't have to do that, but mine are. And I'm just going to draw in the pupil. Yes, the pupil. I got it right this time. Okay. The pupil is going to be more defined, and I'm going to fast forward the shading. And we'll finish the last eye. Okay, well, there you have it. If you want to see the finished picture, make sure to check me out. It's sennakamura@deviantart.com. And always have all of the finished pictures for all my videos there. And if you'd like to request a new video or anything for future videos, make sure to leave it in the comment section of